Hey everybody, Matty here with Altcoin Buzz. Happy Monday. Hope you're having a great one and a great start to your week. All kinds of milestones to discuss today in the decentralized finance landscape, including Uniswap, which has broken $1 billion in liquidity. Everybody's chatting about it today. Curve Finance has also locked $1 billion in DeFi. The space on the whole is growing very rapidly with over 55,000 Bitcoin locked in. And just doing some basic math, that equates to about $660,000. Zcoin is talking about its strategy with regard to the DeFi ecosystem. We have updates with Uptrend's roadmap. They're talking about what's coming up and what lies ahead. Binance selected Compound and Kava for a reason in terms of its DeFi integration protocols. We'll look at that. 7 million transactions on the Zilliqa blockchain, and we'll talk about how Chainlink's newest acquisition from Cornell University could transform the entire space. Guys, if you like this kind of content, Bitcoin, blockchain, and cryptocurrency, be sure to like and subscribe. Okay, let's kick things off with a look at the markets here on CoinGecko.com. We're up 1.0%, flat $385.5 billion. Projects up a percentage point or two. We kind of have the old guard, which are really rallying today. Ethereum and Litecoin, for example. Ethereum up 4.5% in these last 24 hours. Litecoin up 6.3%. And then you have a couple of losses here. So those that were really posting big gains day after day, they're now down. So Chainlink down 4%, Polkadot down 4.7% in these last 24 hours. Bitcoin's dominance continues to slip, seemingly 55.6% right now. It's sitting at a price of $11,602. Okay, so the big news of the day is that Uniswap has broken $1 billion in liquidity. Altcoin Buzz IO tweeting about this. Make sure you are following, of course, at Altcoin Buzz IO. For the first time in history, the decentralized Uniswap protocol has more daily trading volume than major centralized exchange Coinbase. I mean, just think about that. 24-hour Uniswap volume, $499 million. 24-hour Coinbase volume, just $410 million. And this is just the beginning. We are so early. Welcome to the ride. Here is a chart indicating just the really meteoric and exponential growth of that figure, the 24-hour trading volume. Just about $500 million for Uniswap, which again represents more than Coinbase's $410 million. We have other people, including Lark Davis, tweeting about this. Uniswap did $500 million in volume in the last 24 hours, making it a more popular exchange than old players like Coinbase Pro and Kraken. In fact, by most metrics, this qualifies Uniswap as a top 10 exchange. Decentralized exchanges, DEXs, are finally taking over. Hashtag Ethereum, hashtag crypto. And our friend Nicholas Merton here, also known as DataDash, commenting on the issue. Wow, Uniswap just broke $1 billion in liquidity. Hayden's Adams, you and the team should be incredibly proud of this moment. Hats off to you all. And you know, I think what's almost shocking to everybody is just how quickly this development came about. I mean, think about it. It took Coinbase years to achieve this kind of volume, and they had to build up not only their popularity, but their credibility as well. And Uniswap, just by virtue of its functionality, that decentralized exchange functionality and its ease of use relatively, has just allowed it to skyrocket ahead of the competition. So I think it's a strong testament to the power of decentralized exchange offerings and platforms. I mean, like, this is an unbelievable meteoric story of success and growth. I haven't seen, even in the crypto space, anything like this in a long, long time. We have other milestones to celebrate today as well. Curve Finance has locked $1 billion in DeFi. So DAP Radar here on Twitter. Curve Finance became the first DeFi project to break $1 billion adjusted total value locked. Congratulations. What project is next? Maybe Aave or MakerDAO? Visit DAP Radar for more info. We're going to check that out now here on dapradar.com/DeFi. You can take a look at the DeFi overview, including some of the leaders that are out there in the space: Aave, MakerDAO, Curve, Synthetics, Uniswap, and others. And by the numbers, you can see that Curve Finance has locked in that $1 billion into the DeFi space. So they're another up-and-comer. We expect to hear good things from them in the future. Kudos on this very impressive milestone. Hey, locking in $1 billion, that's no small feat. We expect the number to rise, and we'll be reporting the next milestone, hopefully very soon as well. Okay, let's talk about Bitcoin, specifically locked into DeFi, decentralized finance. Crypto Canoon here on Twitter pointing out, in case you are in doubt, how DeFi is going to help Bitcoin. Already 55.22 thousand Bitcoin is locked in DeFi and growing. That's not 55.22 Bitcoin. That is 55 1,220 Bitcoin is locked into DeFi, which represents a value of about 660,000 at current prices. And again, it's not so much the number in itself in isolation, it's about the trajectory. Take a look at this, which goes back only 90 days. And again, you can see that almost exponential parabolic rise in Bitcoin that is locked into the system. Zcoin is a project that we've talked about for a long time, and they are clearly noticing what is happening in DeFi. They want to take advantage of the situation, the technology, the ecosystem. So here, Zcoin and the DeFi ecosystem, we'll link to this in the description below. You can check it out on the Zcoin forum. They kind of break down what is DeFi, what's the hype around decentralized finance, and then specifically they address the matter of Zcoin and DeFi. So as per this article, there are 3 options Zcoin can take when dealing with DeFi. Number 1, they can build DeFi functionality directly into Zcoin or have nothing at all to do with DeFi. And finally, number 3, they can integrate into DeFi. So Zcoin's strategy falls into the third category. I'm quoting here. Over the next month or so, we will be unveiling our initiatives in bridging Zcoin into DeFi. As you already know, we're part of the REN Alliance and we're working toward integration into REN VM. What this means is that an ERC20 token version of XZC can work on the Ethereum network and be listed on Uniswap, Balancer, and other decentralized exchanges. Having a Bitcoin core code base allows us to do this with relative ease and is one of the strengths of our project. What's even more interesting are ways to fractionalize Z nodes that would make them liquid while continuing to earn yield. One of the criticisms of Z nodes is that they lock liquidity and that they exclude people who can't afford to hold 1,000 XZC. Work is well underway on this and we hope to unveil this soon. We're also exploring other integrations into other promising smart contract networks, some of which we have already opened conversations with. As far as the future of Zcoin, we have done research on several possible ways to use Z nodes as a way to bridge tokens from other smart contract platforms into a Zcoin tokenization layer. This is not a trivial task, as these would require much more complicated setups if we are to achieve a high degree of trustlessness, since in this case other tokens would be wanting to use Zcoin's privacy features, so the threshold for trust is higher. We continue to evaluate various schemes to do this and welcome any feedback and comments you may have. Guys, there's much more to this. We kind of skipped over some of the highlights there, but for the most part that encapsulates Zcoin's ambitions right now and their intentions to enter DeFi. We'll link to this in the description below. Give it a full read if you are interested. Okay, moving right along, let's discuss Uptrennd and its upcoming roadmap at Uptrennd on Twitter with 2 N's. Make sure you're following. So Uptrennd 2020 roadmap. Big partnerships, upgraded tokenomics, more developers, mobile applications, major marketing campaigns, a whole lot of DeFi, one-up, staking options, and more. The next 4 months are going to be huge. So specifically here, let's pick up in September, where they're going to be launching liquidity mining portals for the one-up token. Over 100% APY available. We covered this before. That's a metric that is almost too good to be true, almost hard to believe. So stay tuned for more information. Of course, we want to make sure that it's realistic, that it's mathematically sound and justified, but we will be reviewing that when more information on the 100% APY availability comes out. Partnerships with one of the largest decentralized media players in the world, and also in September listing on a top 20 centralized exchange. Even though centralized exchanges are perhaps somewhat falling out of favor, they're still important and they still play a role. Lots of other stuff happening, guys, in October and Q4 of 2020 for Uptrennd. So again, follow them on Twitter and stay tuned for more information. And here now we have Kava Labs tweeting about why Binance selected Compound and Kava as its first decentralized finance integration protocols at Kava_labs here tweeting. If you haven't read it yet, check out the full feature on Cointelegraph about why Binance selected Kava and Compound Finance as its first DeFi integration partners. Here's a quick excerpt. Quote, in recent months, Kava has been making news as a top altcoin to watch with regard to its price movement in the 60 days post-launch of its lending platform. Binance has seen an increase in BNB users as a result of Kava, with 1% of all the BNB in circulation now staked on the protocol. Think about that. 1% of all BNB, all of the Binance token, 1% of all of it in circulation is currently now staked on the protocol. Very impressive, guys. You can check out the full write-up as well on Cointelegraph.com. Uptrennd.com. Let's now discuss Zilliqa quickly, which has 7 million transactions on the blockchain. So at Zilliqa here on Twitter, celebrating the fact that about a month ago, we hit 6 million transactions. And now just 1 month later, we are at 7 million transactions. Hey, party time. Progress with Zil. Absolutely. ZIL. 7 million transactions since our mainnet launch on the 31st of January 2019. Kudos to the Zilliqa team. That is no small feat. That is an impressive accomplishment. And hey, here's to the next 7 million more and beyond. Guys, finally here on Forbes.com that are, delving more and more into the world of cryptocurrency and blockchain. They're discussing Chainlink, believe it or not. This from a couple days ago, the 29th of August. Chainlink's new acquisition from Cornell University could transform blockchain for good. They describe how Chainlink is the most widely used decentralized financial data source, securing over $3 billion in value. Well, they announced today, again, the 29th of August, that they acquired Deco from Cornell University. And according to smartcontract.com, the creator of Chainlink's co-founder, Sergey Nazarov, Deco is an improvement on how to utilize HTTPS TLS for data transmission across the internet, developed by Dr. Ari Juels, the former chief scientist of RSA, one of the world's largest security companies. Juels previously formalized proof of work, which is now used to secure the more than 300 billion cryptocurrencies stored across Bitcoin, Ethereum, and thousands of other cryptocurrencies. So the repercussions of this move and this deal are potentially quite broad. The author of this article sat down with Nazarov to understand the significance of the Deco acquisition and what this means for the adoption outside of decentralized finance. So first they discuss that world, the decentralized finance world, DeFi, of course, and they kind of break down what the significance beyond that is. It's a bit of a longer article, guys, and they touch on privacy, they touch on the future, of course, not only of Chainlink, but the entire space. So we'll link to this in the description below. We encourage you to take a look at it, sink your teeth into it, and read it in full. That about wraps it up for today, everybody. Hey, do be sure you're following us on all the regular social media channels and keep checking back into altcoinbuzz.io for all the latest. Go ahead, like, subscribe, share, and hit the bell to receive notifications if you've enjoyed today's video. Best of luck, guys, if you choose to invest on this Monday, but have a great one first and foremost, a great start to your week, and as always, we do hope to see you again soon in our next video. Take care.